Hi guys, awesome that you've tuned in. Today I'm showing you 3 cool watches, and I have to tell you about all those 3 watches a little bit, and I'm more than happy that you guys tuned in. And yeah, we all together can check out the Daytona, the Omega, and the Cortina. I would like to start maybe with the Cortina. You probably never heard about that watch because it's so super rare. It's really unbelievably rare. It is so rare that even Tag Heuer is mentioning it as super rare on their official Tag Heuer side. So what can I say about that watch? Well, it is very interesting. It is bearing the Buren 12 movement. It is like a micro rotor hidden in the movement, and you would not expect how they hid that in there. You would say, hey, it is a manual movement, but anyhow, if you try to search for the micro rotor, you will have, well, you will be not lucky to find it. All right, let's move over to this bad boy here. This is my absolute my favorite watch of all 3. Why is that? Well, it has a own story, a certain story, and very unbelievable story. It's almost like the X-Files. You know, I had a certain milestone in my life, and I always wished to get this watch, and I had like 2 years prior contact with a watchmaker, and he was like promising me, I will one day call you as soon as one cool Speedmaster is available. And he knew I was a super fan of the Speedmaster, but never came around to get one, and always told myself, if a certain milestone will be achieved. And what can I tell you guys, I achieved a certain milestone at that day. Out of nowhere, the watchmaker called me and was like, hey, you know what, I have the desired watch, just come on over, look at it, and if you like, you can have it. And I went over there, and guys, as unbelievably as it sounds, it really happened that way. I got that watch. Okay, I fell in love with it immediately. It has a beautiful story. It belonged to a bike restorator, and he was like wearing it day in day out. It's from the first owner, the watch. So you have to understand, 1991, and he still has worn it, and then one day decided to sell it. But anyhow, I went home, and I had a big dream because I'm a super allergic, and I cannot have any kind of pets, but I love everything that could be a pet, from a little dog to a huge bear and wolf and what have you ever think. So I came home, and my wifey came to me, and she said, you know that you had that big dream that you can one day have pets. And I was like, yeah, I was dreaming that you know, pets will one day visit me over my garden and everything like that. And she looked me in the eyes, and she said, hey honey, it happened. A pet was here. And I was like, what pet? She said, yeah, you probably heard pet, but I meant cat. A cat was here. She has visited us from the neighbors. And I was like, oh my god, really? And then she said, look, she's still there. She's still there. But don't you know, don't go out. So she runs away. And I was like, okay, very nice. And I looked over out the window, and I've seen a beautiful cat, a white cat with black spots on the fur. Beautiful, really beautiful. And while I was looking at and really starting to dream, and you know, thinking, oh my god, my dream came true, she said, guess what's the name of a cat? And I haven't got a clue, maybe Kitty or something like that. She said, no, it's Speedy. What? And that is a true story, guys. An absolutely true story. I'd love to share that with you. Just let me know in the comments below if you ever had such a, you know, such a situation occur where things just, you know, align, and you have the feeling that the universe heard your prayers. Let me know in the comments below. Now let's get and move over to this bad boy here. I was able to get a watch from the FanCityWatches GmbH, located in a chronometry in Baden-Baden, with this said shoutouts to you guys. You guys are awesome. And I was kind of doing a review with the with the FanCityWatches owner. Yeah, with the FanCityWatches owner. And yeah, he was kind enough and gave me a Daytona to wear for a day. And I was like, I completely fell in love with it. And be it a two-tone Daytona that he had back in the days with a gray, also very rare dial, or the newer ceramic bezel equipped Daytonas. I fell in love with it, and you know, him and me clicked instantly, and we had a very good time. We understood each other, and till this day, I mean, he's now my soul brother. And I don't know what happened, but we talked, and he was like, "You would also like to have one?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to have one." And he was like, "Okay, we'll try to do our best." And one day we went to the Munich trade show, and he showed me that watch, and I was completely falling in love. I knew it's not time for it, and I know it's still not time for it. It's right now that I'm showing you, it's not my watch. The only watch that I really own is my Speedmaster. The rest is from the FanCityWatches GmbH. But what I wanted to say is that this watch is kind of having a very certain vibe. You know, it's not because just it is in freaking Daytona. No, it's somehow, I don't know. I have the feeling that I one day will probably own it also. And the way how, you know, the weight is very cool of the watch. It's not comparable to the Omega because it is a complete different beast, or the super uber rare, absolutely unbelievably unattainable watch like the Cortina Heuer. But it has a certain vibe to it. And you know what, guys, to have them here side by side, okay, now let alone the fact that this one is mine, but you know, to have all these watches side by side, and I am able to show that to you. And of course, it is also a very huge amount of money that is laying here in form of watches on the table here. But it's for me absolutely incredible. I mean, if you would ask me 10 years ago if I would ever be able to hold one of a Daytona in my hand, I would have told you, you know what, you're crazy. Just leave me alone. I know I love watches since I'm a little kid, but hey, to have a Daytona in my hand, and now look at that. I own, oh my God, I still can't believe it. I own my beautiful bad boy. And yeah, Leon was so kind enough to give me these two watches so I can compare them for you. Guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about these three watches? Do you have one that you would prefer over the other? Just let me know in the comments below. And if you like that review or little small video about these three beautiful watches, just hit the like button and subscribe. And if you like, also use the super thanks button in the shorts that I have a huge amount, a truckload amount of shorts. And yeah, we're gonna see us in the next video, guys. I love you as always, and yeah, take care. Bye bye.